Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. Today we're checking out Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair and Canticle. Scarborough Fair / Canticle. So I haven't heard this one before. You guys have suggested this one really early on from when I first started reacting to Simon and Garfunkel. So this will be our first time taking a listen to this one. We got about 3 minutes of song right here. I most recently did Simon Kodachrome, and I know there was a lot of questions like, does anyone even know what a Kodachrome is anymore? I don't know. I hadn't heard that word like in all my years of life. So if I did, it must have been when I was a child. And yeah, I didn't know what a Kodachrome was. I doubt if I ask many people I know if they know what a Kodachrome is, that they would know either. I wonder if my wife does. My wife tends to have better knowledge about a lot of things. She's got a big brain on Shanna the beautiful. Okay, so me, I got a little brain like about that big right there. But let's go ahead and check out Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair Canticle. See what we're getting right here, guys. But yeah, if you're new here, I did have that reaction there, which was the Kodachrome, if you're interested in that, Simon. All right, but yeah, let's go ahead and spin this one. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Greatly appreciate it. Here we go.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Wow, this sounds woodsy.
Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, a deep forest green, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and snow-crested cloud, without no seam nor need, and echoes the child of romance. She'll be a true love of sleeps unaware of a cloudy and calm. Tell her to
Listen to this.
savor of land, a sprinkling of leaves, parsley, sage, rosemary, and toshes the bright side.
Wow.
The salt water and salty strands and polishes of pen. She'll be a true love of mine.
This production's crazy.
Tell her to reap it in a sickle, billows blazing in scarlet battalion, parsley, sage, rosemary, and geraniums, born of the soldiers to kill, and gather it all at the bunch of pillars they long ago forgotten. She'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Wow, I mean the sound is just crazy.
Rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
The singing guitar, oh my gosh. Okay, so is that just the title of the song? I thought it was like 2 songs or something. Canticle, Scarborough Fair. Is that just the whole title of this song? Did I miss something? I hope not. You know, I feel terrible when I miss stuff for you guys. But wow, dude, this sounds like, honestly, the closest thing I could resemble this to, like a church hymn, like a, honestly, it's just like it's powerful. It's really powerful. The layering vocals happening through your left and right ears. At first, you get like this really woodsy sound. It sounds from a different time, a different era. I'm talking like medieval times or something. And really, the whole feel of the song is kind of like that. But you know, it starts off like this woodsy, and then I mean, you get taken up. You start soaring into the sky with his vocals, very angelic almost. You know, and that guitar, man, that guitar is just so cryptic. Like, I don't know, it is wild. The guitar with his voice is just the most perfect pairing on this song. It's hard to explain, it's hard to describe what it's doing, but it is definitely, I had to close my eyes and just absorb, because that is a thing of beauty. It really is. That guitar and his voice, man. I'm gonna play it back a little bit for myself. I'm just gonna, you know, I won't play that part. Let's just play some of it back together.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Tasha's the
That is wild. This is just wild to know that these gentlemen who I've been exposed to for different songs, and they're fantastic always, but to be producing this is just, it's so different than every other song I've heard from them, truly, in my own opinion. But then to hear this, and it just sounds like it, I mean, this song could be centuries old. You know what I mean? Some of these songs with this sound are literally, you know, they could be tracked back for like centuries, it seems like. And then you get this one, these gentlemen have created, I assume, I guess, I don't know, somewhere between the 60s and 70s, and it is, or, you know, the 60s and 80s, I guess it would be, probably in the 60s, but it is just, wow. The way that they capture this essence, this yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I guess I gotta see what they labeled this as, but it's powerful. This is definitely powerful stuff. Let's go ahead and check it out. But I was taken aback. This is strong. I'm very surprised these guys made it. It sounds great. It really does. Simon and Garfunkel. Here we go, guys. Okay, so it makes a little bit more sense. I guess maybe it was like redone. So let's just read some of this. It says Scarborough Fair is a traditional English ballad. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that. The song lists a number of impossible tasks given to a former lover who lives in Scarborough. The variant was most common in Yorkshire, where it was sung to various melodies, often used Dorian mode, with refrains resembling parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and then she'll be a true love of mine. All right. So the famous melody was collected from Mark Anderson, 1874, 1953, a retired lead miner from Middleton, England. This version was recorded by a number of musicians in the 20th century, including the 1966 arrangement in counterpoint by the American folk rock duo Simon and Garfunkel, who learned the ballad from Martin Carthy. A slightly different rendition of the ballad, referred to as the cambric shirt or parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, has been recorded by John Lomax. All right, so the lyrics of the Scarborough Fair appear to have something in common with the Scottish ballad titled The Elfin Knight, collected by Francis James Child, which has been tracked as far back as 1670. It is a different time, man. So in this ballad, an elf threatens to abduct a young woman to be his lover unless she can perform an impossible task, for thou must shape a sark to me without any cut or hem, quoth he. She responds with a list of tasks that he must first perform. I have an acre of gold leyland, which lieth low by yon sea strand. I can't say these things, but okay, so I didn't know that. Very dope. The references traditional English gathering, Scarborough Fair, and the refrain parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme dated to 19th century versions, and may have been borrowed from the ballad riddles. Oh, so now it's saying another ballad, which it might have been, some stuff has been borrowed from. So if you're interested in learning, there's a lot more to be said about this song, but very cool, man. Sorry for anyone who is frustrated already knowing the history of this, and it's like, yeah, because it's not from the 60s, man. You know, I'm figuring it out. I'm learning it. I didn't know this song, but we've got this one released in 1968. I say that because sometimes you do get some people who really lose it, but it looks like there's a longer version. Oh man, so the Graduate soundtrack, there's a longer version. So I don't know which one was expected to be reacted to, but that's the one we got right here. Dope history of this, and you can really feel a different time. So I love that about this. You guys know I am huge when I'm able to hear a sound and it's taking me to a different place, man. I absolutely love it. And that's probably why I really gravitate to listening to songs from, 70s and earlier a lot of times, is because it really does take you to somewhere else, right? So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. If there's more from these guys to check out, please let me know. And thank you for rocking with me. And hopefully you enjoy the reaction and listening to this one right here with me today. Stay positive out there, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.